99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to Hard Facts, a very fast edition for the week, and it's good, it's great, it's awesome to be here. It's sunny, it's very, very hot out there. I don't know what's wrong with the weather, but hey, sometimes it will look like you look up and you see that it's about to rain. Then the next moment, Mr. Sun is up again. And you're wondering, when you make up your mind now, if you want to fall. If you want to shine. What is the problem? You know, just giving us some false hope. I don't know what's going on with the weather though. A couple of moments ago, I was really excited. Thank God, it's about to rain. And voila, before you know it, the sun is up again, and the heat, oh my goodness me, I don't know what we're going to do about it. Well, sometime I know that this will be... So I learned that it rained somewhere in Lagos last week. I don't... So when I was told, I was like, really? It rained in this same Lagos that I am? Oh, I've never been looking forward to it. See, I don't know about past seasons, but this season, this particular year, the way and manner I am looking forward to just a drop of rain, is something else. I think that I'm expecting a lot because it's just too hot, way too hot out there. And you know, as if the economy is not bad enough, you now add weather to it again, and they're now telling us that even the weather itself is contributing to a lack of food that we have. Or increase in prices that we have. I don't know the connection, but that's what I read today. But it's okay, it's fine. Welcome to Hard Facts. It's good to be here again. It's going to be you and me all through the week, all right? A lot of activities happened during the weekend, and that is why we are going to start with a big weekend, and then we'll move on to activities that happened today, just today. All right, so let's get started with the big weekend. Here we go. For the new people, for talk radio, there is never any free moments. You never really have a good time. You never really have a bad time. Every time is just time for you because you are busy monitoring what is going on in and around you. So the weekend was really, really filled with activities everywhere. But we're just going to pick the biggest of the stories that happened during the course of the weekend. We're going to start with the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who put a statement out there, or should we say a document out there about he shared his thoughts on the worsening economic situation of the country. He addressed the president directly, President Bola Tinubu. He also said a number of things. The good thing about what he did was that he proffered solutions. In fact, solutions. That's on his, in his own space, let's put it that way. What he felt could be the solution to our problems, right? So let me not just say solution like that. Well, according to him, these are the solutions. But let's get into it. He said President Bola Tinubu has no clear idea on how he would solve the foreign exchange crisis that we're currently in. He said that the foreign exchange crisis, it has adversely affected the naira, and we all know this. And according to him, this has further exacerbated the economic situation in the country. The former vice president stated this against the backdrop of the president's last Thursday with the meeting the president had last Thursday with the governors and other stakeholders. You know, they had this meeting and we're all looking forward to it. And by the time they were finished with the meeting, they came up with, some things that we also treated on Hard Facts, right? The former vice president said, let me quote what he said. Let me quote. He said, if the government will not hold on to their usual hubris, there are ways that the country can walk out of the current crisis. After a careful assessment of the state of our economy at the twilight of the last administration, I knew full well that the economy of the country was headed for the ditch and came up with a number of policy prescriptions that would rescue the country from getting into mess that we are currently in. So let's take a look at what Atiku proffered as his own way out of our current issues. Now listen to them. There are about 4 with some sub-items. But let's start with item number 1. I had signed on to a commitment to reform the operation of the foreign exchange market, specifically There was a commitment to eliminate multiple exchange rate windows. The system only served the enriched to enrich opportunists, rent seekers, middlemen, arbitrage, and fraudsters. That's what the president, former vice president said, the presidential candidate of the PDP in the last election. Then, secondly, so how do we approach this now? I had something else in mind, but let's just go on. Let's go on. A fixed exchange rate, that is number 2 now. A fixed exchange rate system would be out of the question. First, it will not be in line with our philosophy of running an open, private sector friendly economy. Secondly, operating a successful fixed exchange rate system would require sufficient forex reserves to defend the domestic currency at all times. But as is well known, Nigeria's major challenge is a persistent forex illiquidity occasioned by limited foreign exchange inflows to the country. Without sufficient forex reserves, confidence in the Nigerian economy will remain low, and Naira will remain under pressure. The economy will have no firepower to support its currency. Besides, a fixed exchange rate system is akin to running a subsidy regime. So the first 2 solutions that former VP Atiku proffered, correct me if I'm wrong, unless I did not interpret this right, they are the same thing this current government has done. We do not have a fixed exchange rate right now. That's Atiku's number 2 solution, right? His number 1 solution is that we need to eliminate multiple exchange rates for our Naira, right? The current administration did that as well, didn't they? Of course they did. Whether it was successful is another thing entirely. So let's move on to number 3. Let's move on to number 3. And he said, on the other hand, this is number 3 now. Please listen attentively because I would need your input on this. Given Nigeria's underlying economic conditions, adopting a floating exchange rate system would be an overkill. We would have encouraged the Central Bank of Nigeria to adopt a gradualist approach to foreign exchange management. A managed floating system would have been a preferred option. In simple terms, in such a system, the Naira may fluctuate daily, but the CBN will step in to control and stabilize its value. Such control will be exercised judiciously and responsibly, especially to curb speculative activities. Now, this third one, go, is exactly what we were doing before. Unless if you're an economist and you feel that Atiku is right, I would love to get your thought. This is exactly what Emefiele and the other ones have been doing to manage the value of the Naira. It was dropping. Let's not, it wasn't just dropping at this alarming rate. So it was being managed. Did it work at that time? Did it reduce the speculative activities of currency speculators? Did it improve the value of the Naira when we were doing it? I will leave the answer to you. Now that we have floated the Naira, has it made our lives better? Has it improved the value of the Naira? Obviously, no. So the question is, who's got the solution? Do you agree with Atiku that we should go back to the managed floating system? That's how he puts it. We've done it. That's what we did before. Managed floating system. So you have multiple exchange rates. You have this, you have that. About 3 or 4 of them, depending on where you're transacting from. That's what will determine how much you exchange the Naira for. Should we go back to that? The presidency said if we were to go back to that, it will give another opportunity for the likes of Emefiele, who are still in the system, to continue to do their thing. So, well, Atiku said, why do you have to control? So, this is what he said. One, he said Nigeria has insufficient, unstable, and precarious foreign reserves to support a free floating rate regime. Nigeria's reserves did not have enough foreign exchange that can be sold freely at fair market prices during crisis. Number two, Nigeria is not earning enough USD from its sales of crude oil because its production of oil has been declining. And number three, Nigeria is not attracting foreign investment in appreciable quantities. These are enough reasons for Nigeria to seek to have a greater control of the market, at least in the short to medium term, when convergence is expected to be achieved. These are Atiku's suggestion, way out to our forex problems, to the naira problem, to our value problem. This is what he has suggested. 0700 993 993 993 and 0201 465 7190. I'm looking at quite a number of people who survive based on the naira's value, and how they will be so excited right now if the country were to just go back to the old ways. Perhaps that would again bring some stability to naira, but to whose benefit, to whose detriment? All right, I'm gonna head back to telephone now. Let's hear you. This happened during the weekend. Please turn off your radio if you're calling me, right? So we'll take a few calls before we head on to our second story, which is, of course, still on the economy, right? Let's see who is here. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Sheriff, this will be calling from the country. How are you today,
welcome, Obi. I'm good. I'm okay.
I think what I love here about Atiku, a proper solution to our problems, which was what the ruling party asked the oppositions to do. I don't know why they're criticizing it. They said if you have any solution, bring it up. And Atiku has given a wonderful suggestion on the way out. I don't see anything wrong in that. And what he said is absolutely correct, because we don't have any money in the reserve. Don't have any money in the reserve, Sheriff. Thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling me. It's not exactly true that we don't have any money in the reserve. That's not true. Good morning. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ganda.
Yes, please.
You have Emmanuel on the line. I'm calling from Ekpe.
Let's talk, Emmanuel.
Good one, that he criticized, and a preferred solution, to it, but we can't exonerate him, from all what we are passing through today. Because he once had the opportunity, to do something about it.
Talk to me about what the story is about, please.
What I see there is that I think, to me, our that is our crude oil. I think we are not doing enough, to make accountability, because for now that is what we are exporting, that is what we are selling, to earn dollar. If we can secure, the entire production, of which we are producing daily, because I believe the figure is way higher than what is documented. If accountability, is the order of the day, I think we will be able to earn more dollar, to stabilize the economy more. And again, electricity, we should be producing enough electricity, so that people will be producing.
Should we go back to the regime where the CBN manages the naira? We don't float it like we have floated it right now. We control
I think we should go back there,
the value.
To be honest with you, those international organizations, who are telling us that we should float it, they are not doing it in our own interest. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling me, Mano. Good afternoon to you. That call has dropped. We've got another one here. Good afternoon to you. Oh, that call has dropped as well. Let's take another one here. Good afternoon.
Sheriff, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
I'm Mr. Ben. I'm calling from Eba.
Mr. Ben, let's hear you.
I support Atiku. Mr. Sheriff, let me give you my own understanding. The reason why dollar is escalating like this is the price is going high. Hello?
Go on. We're listening to you.
Number one, Nigeria is paying debt for Egyptians, and that $3 billion upfront payment they receive from Egyptian firm.
They are collecting our crude. We are not earning money. Number two, the crude we get to Dangote is 6 million liters, 6 million barrels of crude Dangote has collected. He will not pay in dollars. Number three, the people are buying dollars now. People are buying dollars with the savings in the bank. Everybody, even businessmen, politicians, ex-politicians, people in government, they are buying dollars. And we're just boasting how we made 200 million naira under 2 days. When dollar was 1,500, he bought dollars. And under 2 days, he made profit of 200 million naira. That is the reason. And number three, people in diaspora are not remitting funds, dollars, to this country. This is the reason why we have like this. And unless government do something, this thing Atiku say now, CBN will be in control. If CBN can force it to 1,002, you see all these people that hold it, they will be forced to bring it out. If we start coming down now, like today now, it will come to 1,000. It is 1,700 now, come down to 1,600. Tomorrow, it will come down to 1,500. Next tomorrow, it will come down to 1,400. All these people will be forced to bring out all the dollars they hold in their homes. If nothing like this is not done, we get to 3,000 before the end of this month. Mark my word.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you too for calling me. I think Israel is on the line. Let's go, Israel. Israel, hi. Good afternoon to you. Hi, Israel. Are you here? I think Israel has gone. Let's take another call. Good afternoon to you. That call has dropped as well. Let's hang up and take another one quickly. Good afternoon to you.
Actually, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, one big question there. Why is it NNPC has not been telling us how much they have been getting from the crude oil they have sold? Sanusi made repeated statement on that very issue, and nobody is giving us any answer. So, Nigerians will behave like as if we don't know anything. The key problem is the man who is at the helm of affairs, NNPC, can't he be questioned to tell Nigerians how much we have gotten during the Jonathan time and all that? Allegation was given to Okoju. He said, give me 5 days, I'll tell you how that money was shared. Within 3 days, 5 national papers, she's tabulated how that money came in, how much they sold and how much they shared. Where she made the statement and asked Rotimi Amechi, the 200 million naira she gave Amechi by 2015 February. Where is the money? That is the kind of accountability Nigerians need. Let us stop running around like as if we don't know what we are doing. NNPC must tell us how much they are getting from our crude oil they are selling.
So what Atiku said is that we're not even exploring enough crude that we're supposed to. That we don't even have enough crude to sell.
Sharif, please, I'm sorry to have heard it. I assume we are supposed to have be selling 2 million barrels every day.
Yeah.
And we are selling 800,000. Yeah?
Yeah.
What has happened to that amount? Sheriff, one big question I've forgotten to ask. There was this form, what is called standing order of 450,000 barrels that were meant for local refineries. Till date, nobody has given account of that money, that crude oil, whether it's sold or whether it has been used locally. Till date, so nobody is asking questions. Sheriff, nobody, you are a journalist, ask questions. Please ask questions. That 450,000 barrels, can they give it to Dangote? Reach a consensus with him and say, okay, Dangote, refine this. This is how much you are going to pay to us and all that. That's the way to run an economy.
All right, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Well, the way you make it sound, it's not really as easy as that. It's not really as simple as that. Dangote, take this 5 crude. Go on. Go. No, it doesn't work that way. Dangote is a private establishment. Yes, NNPC has a stake there and all of that, but still majorly owned by individual, and there are processes to these things. Let's go take some messages, shall we? We've got some messages that have dropped on the show today. So if you are with me, let's go and take some. We're gonna start from Facebook. Do we have time? I think so. I think we have time. So this person says, I've never in my life thought, that's what trying to say, thought that this kind of time would come in Nigeria. At least those who voted based on tribe. I hope they have learned a lesson. I'm talking about all the tribes, Igbos, Hausas, Yorubas, Ijos, and the rest of them. As Fred, who dropped that on Facebook. Fred, thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. Okay, I think my time. I need to head out now for a quick break, but we'll be back. We'll take a look at our second story. City.
Guy, have you heard the latest?
Latest? It's me up.
It's the Redmi Note 13 series. This phone is all about making every shot iconic. It offers a 200MP ultra high-res camera and OIS that creates master shots. And I am not even done yet. The Redmi Note 13 series is here with all the features you need in a smartphone. It offers an impressive 1.5K 120Hz AMOLED curved display with ultra-thin bezels for an immersive viewing. It also comes with a 5000 mAh battery capacity and a 120-watt iPad charge. Is it the MediaTek Helio 7200 Ultra? The processing is so on point. If you see this phone, sleep.
I see. This phone is definitely for those that are future ready.
Yes, join those who are future ready by experiencing the Redmi Note 13 series today. Visit any of our social media platforms at Xiaomi Nigeria. Xiaomi, make innovation for everyone.
8 candidates have so far advanced from the playoffs to the round of 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Season 7. Find out who will join the 8 to complete the round of 16 candidates as the playoffs continue on Monday. I am Yvonne Ohaifo. Join Femi Obong Daniels and me Mondays to Thursdays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I Beg to Differ Season 7. 32 debaters, 1 winner, 1 million naira. Supported by Obiwizi and Just Food. For sponsorship, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back to Hard Facts. The big weekend is what you're listening to because it's Monday, of course. Yeah, during the weekend as well, NATO, they also came up to say that they will down tools today. That's right. So, I don't know if you've been to town, if you've been around town today. Tell me exactly what is happening. Is the strike holding? Do you see queues everywhere at filling stations? I would like to get an update. I went to town solely because of that today, and I drove around. I saw a couple of filling stations with minimal number of cars in them. Maybe unusual, maybe not, but at least I saw that cars were, queued up and everything, and everywhere was just very busy at the filling stations that I saw. But you may be witnessing that because NATO, their members have repeatedly raised concern over the high cost of diesel required. They said that you know those fuel tankers now, those big, they said, but at the end of the day, when they fill their tankers with diesel and everything, the money they make is, in fact, they don't make any money, that they are running their businesses at a loss. So they are negotiating with marketers, petroleum marketers, even the federal government. The federal government is trying to just stay out of it, but they are just coordinating from the outside. They are asking the major marketers to, discuss with this NATO guy. NATO's are the guys that drive tankers. They released a statement over the weekend. Let me go through what they put out so that we can have better understanding of what they're saying. I'm just going to take a few moments to go through their statement for you. So the statement that they put out, it reads, they wrote this to their members. So this statement reads, I'm going to read from here. It says, fraternal greetings from the leadership of the members of the Nigeria Association of Road Transport Owners to the leadership of members of your great union. We are deeply constrained to seek the support and understanding of your union and members towards the excruciating challenges petroleum truck owners are facing with the high operational costs in the industry. As you're already aware of several efforts we have made to secure negotiations for appropriate and commensurate freight rates for our operations from all conceivable authorities concerned in the industry, most especially the Major Energy Marketers Association of Nigeria, but which have received no positive responses from them. We have no other options but writes to inform you that the NATO, National Executive Council NEC, has resolved to direct all our members not to make their petroleum trucks available for petroleum products loading activities with effect from Monday, 19th day of February 2024. That is today. And they said, in the light of this directive, we implore all our employees, that's petroleum truck drivers, who are your members, to show maximum cooperation, support, and understanding to our collective efforts for continued sustainability of the petroleum haulage business and effective service delivery by ensuring adequate and immediate compliance. That is the statement that they put out. To be honest with you, I did not see one petrol tanker on the road today, and I did see a few filling stations with plenty vehicles. Some, not scanty, but like usual traffic that they enjoy every day. But we have heard that there is now fuel scarcity in Abuja. It's almost as though they were all waiting for this pronouncement, but then it has happened. Abuja people, we hear they are finding it very difficult to get access to fuel, in that city. Let's hear your thoughts on this move by the petroleum tanker drivers. They said they have reached out to the major marketers to negotiate the prices that they usually load this fuel, for them. But then they've not had any positive response from the marketers themselves. So they've got no other option than to say, we know they do again for now. All right. 0700 993 993 993 and 0201 465 7190. Those are the telephone lines that we're working with. Please turn off your radio. You've got 60 seconds to talk to me. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Sharif, I greet you.
I salute you.
You see, we have an issue at hand already that is, we are facing in the country.
Yeah.
If this issue of fuel and the tankers are not moving, it's going to compound the problem we have already. Why do we like progressing in error all the time? Already, I know that even though the tankers does not move today, all these filling stations that are shut now will not tell me that they don't have the products. Or did they freeze the product overnight? They must have the product somewhere. But we like doing this to ourselves. So whoever is in charge, they know themselves, because I've always said it, this oil sector and the corruption that stinks there is mind-boggling. Something should be done to need this to report. Let it not continue to fester, because it has started now in Abuja. Before you know it, there will be scarcity in Lagos. It has not even started in some areas. They are not selling now. So please, and there's no power.
There's no power. There's no power.
Yes,
and the heat is something else.
Like, no, I've been running this joint since morning. So please, whoever is in charge, don't let this fester. Go and hold a meeting with the tankers. Let us even stop this one for now before Moguno with the face. Thank you.
Thank you, T, for calling. Let's speak with Raputriku, who is on the line. Raputriku, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Mr. Cherry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Raputriku is my name.
Okay.
So you see, this NATO threatening one, they want to go.
No, they have gone already. It's not a threat.
Okay, they are already.
Yes, they started today.
That's why we didn't notice it as they just started today, right? Today, yeah. That's why we didn't notice that. Maybe by tomorrow or next, everything will escalate.
Okay.
So, but may God help us. It's the masses that have been feeling the heat. Only thing I noticed, I went to the filling station this afternoon.
Okay.
I asked how much is gas. They say it's 1 tray. Kerosene is gas is 1.2 per liter. Then kerosene is 1 tray. Then fuel is 6.70.
It's 6.70.
Sure. Yeah, in one of the filling stations near my area, Lemasho.
Okay.
So I don't know what is happening. The masses are the one being heated because this country, where
Thank
things
you.
are going.
Thank you, Raputriku. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bless you too. Thank you for calling. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Bless you too.
Yeah, my name is Peter Usipo. I'm calling from Abang again.
Good to have you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. You see, I've come to understand that there's what they call PhD syndrome in the system. And what do I mean? Pull him down syndrome.
Pull him down.
I cannot get, others will not get it. Just the great discover syndrome in another way. You see, what is happening in our economy, you know that there's some bit of mismanagement somehow by the previous politicians and, of course, even the present politicians.
There's always been mismanagement.
Yeah, but
always.
There are some saboteurs in the economy. You know, there are some people who believe that, because they are not in power, they should try as much as possible from, in any other way to bring down the government. And this is very unfortunate. Look at what is happening to NATO now. They have gone on strike as they have said today. Though it is not so visible. But if actually they have really gone on strike, it will be visible as from tomorrow and next. And this will not only be in Abuja, but also come to Lagos and other states. And this will go on to validate that proposed protest by NLC and TUC on 27th and 28th of this month, February 2024.
Right.
What I'm saying that is that if it goes to happen, many people will actually like to join that protest.
The NLC protest is just for 2 days. It's just for 2 days. Their protest is just for 2 days.
Yeah, it is just for 2 days, but protest, can move to another angle.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling me. Your minute is far over. Let's speak with Adeshawa. Adeshawa, hi. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff.
Good afternoon.
I want to first say thank you. God bless you. You know what to do, Chair. So, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, please.
In Ikorodu now, there's scarcity, a need to, as in cars are piling up already.
Okay.
But what I notice now is that transport fare has gone up. This morning now, the place I always take 200 is now 250, is now 300. So it's affecting already. So, Mr. Sheriff, the question I have is this. What do they really want? Is it because of the diesel? Or is it because of what is really going on?
So let's say that you help somebody to fetch water.
Okay.
Every day. And then the whatever that they are using to fetch water is now more expensive to run. So they are negotiating with the person they are using to fetch water now to increase their money that they used to help them.
Water is not expensive, but it's the thing that you are using to carry it. This heat, if you look at the heat, it's just as if somebody went to hell and forgot to close the door.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Adeshawa, thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. But look, it's what can we say now, Seth? Because they're in business as well, right? They're in business. They are there to make money. They are there to also make profit. And they don't want to be running, at a loss. If you're a business person, you'd know that you don't want to do that. Joy, hi.
Hello?
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joy. We can't hear you.
You need to rest because we need you to be strong for us.
Oh, thank you.
God
thank
bless
you.
you.
Bless you too. Bless you
You
too.
see this matter, you just explain what I want to say. Somebody they do business, will run out of business now. So let's face where our issue is in this country. Stop blaming ourselves. Nobody they pull any government down. The government themselves, now then they pull themselves down. Now they know the right thing to do, to put in places. Now we say, na my turn. Otik baton, kilo see.
What are you saying?
So that is the that is the issue, my brother. Stop blaming ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. I didn't know what you were saying. Ambrose, hi.
Hello, Sherry.
Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Ambrose.
Good afternoon. Long time.
Long time, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Sherry, this issue of dollars, that was your first story.
Right.
Every time we keep on saying production of petroleum product, crude oil is low and all of this. And I've always asked this question. Does Benin Republic produce anything?
they are a consuming nation, and yet the CFAs is gaining ground against the naira every day. I even hear that the economy of Niger Republic now is improving since the military junta took over. Many Nigerians in Nigeria are relocating to Niger. I don't think that the cause of this dollar escalation is because of production or consumption. I think it is one of the things that you have said, which is politicians buying dollars. The moment you give them allocations, they just go buy dollar and that's all. You know, they don't care, you know, what happens, and that's the reason why things keep on going up and up and up and up, Sheriff. I think that the best way is let them ban dollar pata for the next 1 year. Sheriff, it is doable. Let us ban dollars. Then if people want to go abroad, let them go abroad, get dollars there, pay in naira here, go abroad at a fixed rate. You discover that all these things will stop. All the people who have dollars, they will bring them out. That's my take this afternoon.
All right.
God bless you.
Bless you too. Thanks for calling. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, man, I'm calling from there.
Welcome.
See, please, I just want us not to blame ourselves. This problem doesn't lie on the masses. It lies on the government itself.
Okay.
Since they came in, I can't point to one thing they have done to eliminate the problems in this country. So anybody calling and telling us that somebody wants to put them down, it's not the truth. And we should face the fact. It's when you know the fact and you do it that we get out of this problem. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. How about we go take a look at the last story before we go? Our last story is about the protest that erupted in Ibadan today. Youths in Ibadan, they came out today. They hit the streets with placards with so many inscriptions on them. They're protesting the skyrocketed price of food, the hike in the price of everything, and the state of the economy at large. They gathered around Mokola. If you know Mokola, Mokola is like a central point in Ibadan. I mean, everybody, yeah. So they gathered there, then they marched around the city. You have on their placards that they carried, the poor are starving. You will see words like Tinubu, don't forget your promises and all of that. Some of them even saying that they voted because they felt that Tinubu would be the one that would take them out of the dungeon that the immediate past administration, had put Nigeria into. That they want the president to do something about it. The police were there. They didn't interfere. They didn't interrupt. At least the last I checked. Let me put that caveat there. The last I checked, there was no interruption. There was no, disruption of their protest and all of that. But then that was it. Last week, we discussed something about the economy as well, and I asked how you are doing, how you're faring. A lot of people called, and you shared your truth with me, and it was quite moving. Then an anonymous person who listened called me up and then, said, look, I want to do something for people. So the anonymous person, sent me some money that I should share it with people, which I did. And this is me thanking the person. They refused to let me mention their name. Some of you will know them. But then I'd like to use this opportunity to openly thank this anonymous person. People have been calling right from the second day on air to, share their appreciation. And those that are silent listeners as well, you are all in my DM. Those of you that got the money, because we know that some people are quiet listeners. They are listeners. They listen to Nigeria Info regularly. They don't miss Nigeria Info broadcast, and we appreciate you for that, and we don't take you for granted. So yes, some regular contributors were contacted, some silent listeners were also contacted, because we see them when they contribute, to our post, our social media stuff, and all of that online. Please, let's help each other. Let's hold each other's hands. Let's walk through this together. as one people, as a nation, because that's the only way we can survive at this hard time that we are in right now. Yeah, so let's get back to the conversation. 3 stories down right now. Atiku solutions to Nigeria's problem. Petroleum truck drivers, their own strike that started today, and the protest in Ibadan. This protesting started in Mina now. Yeah, in Mina, when women came out to say that things were very hard and everything, and then it has started moving from state to state. Today, it happened in Ibadan. We don't hope that this gets out of hand, and this goes beyond just hoping. This is a call to the government to do something very urgently to bring down the price, especially the prices of food.
Hello, Mr. Sherry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Lucky Lola from Agbo.
Welcome, Lucky Lola. Welcome.
Yes, the protest in Ibadan is getting louder now. Very, very loud, I must tell you. And protest is part of democracy, but we shouldn't allow talk to hijack it from them over there in Ibadan and any part of Nigeria that this want to take place. If you see those people protesting at Ibadan, from the picture itself, you can see hunger boldly written on their faces. If the heaven decides to fall today, not be only for Yoruba or outside, now everybody here. So let's brace up. Have a nice day.
You too, Lucky Lola. Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. Francis is here. Let's speak with Francis. Hi, Francis. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, Mr. Sherry.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes. Sherry, on a lighter note.
Yeah.
When Uncle Jimmy just will come back.
He's back tomorrow, 7:30.
You must go arrest him. Or else you will protest something as well.
I will rest.
Me and market woman will protest. You deserve it, Sherry.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have done a very good job.
Thank you. Bless you too, sir.
On the matter of discussion,
right.
Everybody's on strike now. Well, all I can say is that we are just getting there. I talk about protest in the morning. They cut me off. But we are getting there. There's no light. And now the fuel that we are managing to on generator for some hours before we put up the gym. They want to go on strike now. Some filling stations have shut down. I just make here expressway.
You observe that today, Abi?
Yes, from Ilaje to be precise.
Which one? The filling station, the Northwest at Ilaje?
Yes, that one have shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, and other ones like that.
Okay.
So they shouldn't make life more miserable to Nigerians. We have only one country.
Yes, we do.
We should not blow up this country. That's all I feel I'm making. Let the government do the needful.
Well said, Francis. Well said. Well said. Thank you. Right on time. Thank you, Francis, for calling me. Let's go to WhatsApp. Let's go take one. We have a caller that is on the line, but I'll take 1 or 2 messages first, and I'll come to that caller. Adegoke is in Lekki. Adegoke says, I'm just getting home from Festac Town to Lekki. Some filling stations are shut while some are selling, but with not so much long queues. There is no major signs yet to show that there's a strike by the petroleum tanker drivers. Maybe it will be more evident as days go by, and we know how Lagos can be when petrol becomes scarce. No one think I'm at all. That's Adegoke in Lekki who dropped that. Adegoke, thank you for sharing your thought. I've got some other messages here. This person said, no economic policy works in Nigeria because of corruption. Why do we continue to allow Nigerians to hold deposits in dumb accounts? As long as this continues to happen and Nigerians have lost faith in the Naira, the decline would continue. There was a time in this country when we had no dumb accounts. How did we manage then? As Manny, you have hit the nail on the head. To be honest with you, I think that the system itself is rigged against its own survival. And then you see people, as long as people now don't, even we the people, we don't even have the trust in our own currency. So much that people now use their own Naira to go to Aboki to go and buy, pardon my language, to go and buy dollars or pounds to put in their dumb account. That is our own, our own go ourselves. This is what we do to our own currency. And you're right. As long as this continues, oh, my heart, before this thing can change, it'll be difficult. Good afternoon to you.
Sheriff, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Sorry for the sound from the radio.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Kingsley from Ikrodu.
Good to have you.
We are fine, my brother. I hope you are coping up because I think our voice is humble now. If you look at our voice very well than before, we are very humble.
We are humble, Abby.
That's the simple truth, Sheriff. And you have said it all. I don't want to support you for what you said because I a media analysis. The truth is the problem is from me and you. We don't know what we want. Just like what you said, from we using our money, saying that we want to buy Binance, this and that, and change it to dollar. What do you expect the Naira to do? It will go down. That's the simple truth. Then for NATO, I think everybody know when the issue is turning him. They know what they are doing. So if the thing is not functioning for them, let them go for strike. And they will wait for government to give attention to them. And I think, Sheriff, this thing is getting hotter. I'm telling you, I hope we're not going to frame in this country.
I hope we don't.
Because if you come, yes, I pray for that. But if you come to for street, Sheriff, you will mess it for people.
Yeah.
We that is doing business, I tell you how many millionaires that I knew before that used to come to me now just for 500 naira to sustain their family. Can you imagine, Sheriff? People that are working, earning their money before, even doing business, they are running out of experience. It's just those stuff what I keep on moving. As you are sitting there, I trust Nigeria Info. I know they are very caring, but I know what you are passing through, say, Sheriff. That's the simple truth. So please, I think the protest will be taken into normal way.
Thank you.
Let everybody just express its own view. But next time, I think we will gather sense.
All right.
Like Mr. Joy said, everybody, Mrs. Joy said.
Thank you.
Everybody will come to its own senses and know what to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Chinedu, I'm really, really sorry I can't pick your call. We are completely out of time. And please forgive me. I'm really sorry. I can't do that. Well, we have to go now, but we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we have planned to speak with NAFDAC. In fact, Prof had agreed to come here, but Prof got summoned to the presidency, so Professor Moji Musola Adeyeye couldn't join us. We'll not be able to join us tomorrow, but we'll try and prep for something else so that we can talk about for tomorrow. So stay here on Nigeria Info 99.3. I beg to differ. Debate competition is next at the top of the hour 4. I'm looking forward to it. I'm Sharif Quadri. Good afternoon.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria